Oh baby, game number 4 at home in Milwaukee. This is sweet. The boys have a chance to come away with their first ever playoff series win. Let's go, first period. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? What is going on, y'all? Your boy Zoo here, back with another NHL 22 video. We are back with the Milwaukee Pioneers, the NHL's very new expansion team, and we made the playoffs. Year number 1. And we're going to be going through the playoffs and seeing if we have what it takes to win Lord Stanley. In round number 1, we are playing the Winnipeg Jets, the team that spoiled our home opener, our season opener, by beating us 8-1. Here's a refresher of the lines if you guys didn't remember. So first line is Kotkaniemi, Braden Shen, Evgeny Dadonov, +2. Second line, Robbie Fabry, Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Sharon Govich, +2. Third line, David Perron, Isaac Lundestrom, and Jack Roslovic. And fourth line, Zach Sanford, Barclay Goodrow, and Brian Russ, +1. On defense, we have Torrey Krug and Jake Muzzin, +3. Mikhail Sergachev and Henry Jokiharju, and John Merrill and Evan Bouchard, a +2. And in goal, we have Pavel Francouz, and backing him up is Dan Vladar. I'm a little bit nervous. This team's overalls isn't crazy high, but it's pretty good depth-wise. We have some grit. We have some scores. Let's take a look at Winnipeg's lines and see what they're working with this year. So Winnipeg is looking like this. Paul Stastny, Mark Scheifele, Nikolai Ehlers first line. Kyle Connor, Andrew Kopp, Blake Wheeler, scary second line. Jansen Harkins, Adam Lowry, and Michael Grabner as the third line. And Evgeny Svechnikov, Drake Kajula, and Riley Nash as their fourth line. On defense for the Winnipeg Jets, they have Josh Morrissey and Dylan DeMello, Nate Schmidt and Neil Pionk, and Shane Gostisbehere and Sami Vatanen. And of course, in net for the Jets, 91 overall, Connor Hellebuck with Eric Comrie backing him up. So in terms of depth, I like our team a lot more. They have a few better overalls than us, and of course their goaltender, they are at such an advantage with Connor Hellebuck. But the boys have heart. The boys are playing for the Milwaukee fans. Let's see if they can get it done in the first round of the playoffs. All right, so here we are, game number 1, Milwaukee Pioneers' first ever franchise playoff series. Let's get it done. First period. We're down 1-0. Josh Morrissey scores on Francouz. All good. We're out shooting them by 1, 11-10. Second period, and it's a tie game just like that. Vatanen puts one in for the Jets, but Kotkaniemi on the power play, and Jack Roslovic makes it a tie game. Let's simulate now the third period. Power play for the Jets, and Lundestrom. Oh, but Ehlers scores a power play goal, so we get 1-1. It's still tied, out shooting them 30-20. Lundestrom with that beautiful shorty, but Ehlers scores another one, and they're on the power play again. Winnipeg is up by 1, less than 10 minutes to go here. We're out shooting them 33-24, 5 minutes to go in the third period. Can we tie it back up? And we do. Evgeny Dadonov ties it back up for the Milwaukee Pioneers, our leading scorer all throughout the regular season. And just like that, we're going to overtime. And game number 1, we're just going to straight up simulate the whole period. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1, and we win it. Isaac Lundestrom wins it for the Pioneers. In their first ever playoff game, they win it 5-4 in overtime. Lundestrom with a huge shorthanded goal, and then the OT winner. All right, we are back for game number 2, still in Winnipeg, buzzing off of that 5-4 overtime win. First period, and we're up 1-0. Pierre-Luc Dubois scores against his former team, and the boys are up 1-0. Second period, and it's a 2-1 hockey game. Evgeny Dadonov for the Milwaukee Pioneers. Riley Nash scores one on that fourth line for the Jets. Let's see if the boys have it in them to hold this 2-1 lead in the third period and come away with a 2-0 series lead. And Josh Morrissey buries one for the Jets. It's a tie game. They're out shooting us by 2. They're on the power play. We shut it down less than 10 minutes ago. Dadonov! Krug! Let's go, boys. We're up 2. With less than 5 to go, we're up 2. And that's going to seal the deal for the Pioneers. The Pioneers walk away with a 4-2 win, up 2-0 in the series. The boys seem to have Hellebuck figured out. Let's see if we can keep that success going back home in Milwaukee. Here we are in Milwaukee, game number 3. The boys are up 2-0 in the series. Let's see if they can put a commanding hold on this lead in the series after this game. First period. We're up 1-0. Jack Roslovic, baby, against his former team. We're up 1-0. They're out shooting us 9-7. Let's see. Second period. It's a big scoring period, but we're up 4-2. Scheifele ties it up for the Jets. Lundestrom scores his third goal in the series. Kopp ties it up at 2, and then Sergachev and Merrill bury 1 each for the Pioneers. We're up 4-2 going into the third period. Shots are 19-18 for Winnipeg. Let's see if the boys can hold on. Let's see if they can hold on and come away with a win to put us up. Dylan DeMello scores 1 for Winnipeg. They're within 1 now. We got to hold this lead, boys. And there it is. Mark Scheifele ties it for the Jets, and they're on the power play. Winnipeg's got full control of this third period. We need to bounce back. We're getting some shots. We need a goal. Tie game. Less than 3 to go. Need a goal, and we're not going to get one. We're going to overtime. Shots are 31-28 for Winnipeg. We're going to simulate the whole overtime. Let's see what happens. 3, 2, 1. Boom, baby! Lundestrom again! His second goal of the night and second series winner in overtime. And just like that, the Milwaukee Pioneers are 1 win away from winning their first ever franchise playoff series. Oh, baby, game number 4 at home in Milwaukee. This is sweet. The boys have a chance to come away with their first ever playoff series win. Let's go. First period. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? The boys just exploded in the first period.
Now that's a lot of damage.
Perron, Dadonov, Kotkaniemi, Muzzin, Bouchard. We're up 5-0 after the first. All of them even strength. Not a single special teams goal. All even strength. We're up 5-0. We're out shooting them 16-9 second period. That's okay. They bury 1 on the power play. Andrew Kopp gets 1. We're out shooting them 33-23 after 2. We're up 5-1. Here we go. Third period. We could have just fully simmed this whole period, but let's watch it happen. Let's watch it unfold. We're out shooting them 37-28. Braden Shen pots another one for the boys. It's now a 6-1 game. Less than 10 minutes to go. I don't see him coming back, but Kopp scores another on the power play. They got another oh, hold on. Calm down. Okay. Special teams did not work. There's Robbie Fabry with another one. Special teams did not work in our favor in that game. We let in 3 power play goals, but it doesn't matter. The Milwaukee Pioneers have won their first ever playoff series against the team that humiliated them in game number 1 of the regular season. A 7-3 win over Winnipeg, and the boys sweep them. They sweep them away, and we're moving on to the second round. Well, after the success for the boys in the first playoff series in franchise history, we're now playing the Chicago Blackhawks in the second round. As you can see there, Evgeny Dadonov, 8 points in 4 games. He's absolutely buzzing. Let's go check out Chicago's lineup. So the Chicago Blackhawks are looking like this. DeBrincat, Kirby Dach, and Patrick Kane is the first line. That line is deadly. Kubalik, Dylan Strome, and Alex Nylander on the second line. Jonathan Toews, Tyler Johnson, and Brett Connolly on the third, and Jujhar Khaira, Borgstrom, and Carpenter on that fourth line. On defense, Jake McCabe and Seth Jones on the first pair, Eric Gustafson and Connor Murphy on the second pair, and Calvin DeHaan and Caleb Jones on that third pair. And of course, in net for the Blackhawks, Marc-Andre Fleury, 89 overall, Kevin Lankinen backing him up at 82. When it comes to the depth, yet again, I do believe our team has better depth, and it showed in that last series. We were able to figure out 91 overall Hellebuck. Who's to say we can't figure out 89 overall Fleury? But let's get into game number 1.
What did he say?
So here we are, game number 1 in Chicago. The Pioneers versus the Blackhawks. First period. The 1-0 game Blackhawks. Tyler Johnson buries 1 on Frank Hughes. We're out shooting them 12-7, so let's keep putting pucks on net, and let's see if we can solve Fleury. Second period. It's a 4-1 Hawks lead. Strome, Kane, and Dach. Dubois buries 1 for us. So it looks like Fleury's returning back to playoff Fleury form. Let's see if the boys can muster up anything in the third period. And we can't. The final score, 4-1 for Chicago. We only scored 1 goal on 34 shots. So let's hope we can put more pucks in net when it comes to game number 2. Game number 2, the boys are looking to bounce back from that 4-1 loss. Here we go. First period, we're up 1-0. Lundestrom, the OT winners, he's coming back in round number 2. Let's see if he can stay hot. Second period, and we're up 3-1. Henry Jokiharju, David Perron, shorty, and Caleb Jones for the Blackhawks. Let's see if the boys can hold on to the 3-1 lead in the third period. Shots are 26-24. And DeBrincat scores even strength for the Blackhawks. Just like that, it's only a 1-goal lead. They have the power play again. Boys shut him down on that power play. 6 minutes to go, and Jake Muzzin, baby. Jake Muzzin buries that insurance marker. Only 2:50 to go. Can the boys hold on? And they will. The Milwaukee Pioneers walk away game number 2 with a 4-2 win. We got outshot 33-31, but we looked like we were able to solve Marc-Andre Fleury and come away with a W. So we are back home for game number 3. Series is all tied up 1 apiece. The boys are looking to get an advantage on this series. Here we go. First period. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Evgeny Dadonov for us on the power play. Brett Connolly for them. Let's see if the boys can jump out to a lead in the second period. We're out shooting them 12-6, so we're putting pucks on net. Let's see if the boys can find something in them to score a goal on Fleury again. And there it is, 2-2 after the second period. Jack Roslovic, another power play goal. Tyler Johnson, that third line is buzzing for the Blackhawks. We're out shooting them 24-16. Let's see if the boys can find something in them to get the lead in the third period and hold on to it. Let's see here. 2-2, 26-21 of the shots. 5 minutes gone in the third period, and Alex Nylander buries one for that Chicago team. They're on the power play now with less than 10 to go. The boys need to find something in them. We need to get a power play. Our power play has been doing great so far. Less than 5 to go. Can the boys find something in them?
I'm gonna break my monitor.
And they can't. Unfortunately, the Blackhawks sneak away with a 3-2 win in game number 3. They're up 2-1 in the series. The boys need a big win in game 4, or it's going to be slim pickings thereafter. Game number 4, after the disappointing loss at home, the Pioneers are looking to redeem themselves and tie up the series. So here we go, first period, and it's a 0-0 game. Shots are 10-8 for Milwaukee. Let's see if the boys can solve Fleury in the second, and it's still a 0-0 game. Shots are 23-19 for Chicago. Let's see if we can get some goals scored in this third period, hopefully for Milwaukee and not for Chicago. 5 minutes gone. No one has scored yet. Shots are 27-21 for Chicago. We have a power play. We cannot capitalize it. Just like that, DeBrincat scores for the Blackhawks. They have a power play as well. The boys need to come back. There's 2 minutes left in the game. Can they come back? And they cannot. Jake McKay buries an empty netter for Chicago. And just like that, the Pioneers are down 3-1 in round number 2.
Yeah, boy.
Well, this is do or die for the Milwaukee Pioneers. Game number 5, we are down 3-1 in the series, and we are on the road in Chicago. The boys need to find some sort of life in them to help them get back in this series. Let's see if they can do it here. First period. It's a 1-1 hockey game. Jake Muzzin for us, Patty Kane for the Blackhawks. Shots are 11 apiece. Let's go second period. And just like that, the Blackhawks are up 1. Borgstrom buries one on Francouz. Shots are 25-17 for Milwaukee. We're getting shots on net, but Fleury is looking like playoff Fleury. Let's see if the boys can find a way to score on him. Here we go. 26-19 are the shots. 5 minutes gone in the third period. There we go. Pierre-Luc Dubois, and Carpenter answers right back. Carpenter buries one for the Blackhawks. We got a power play. Long power play. Cannot capitalize. Another one. And that's just going to do it right there. That is going to do it right there for the Milwaukee Pioneers. 2 power plays in the last 7 minutes of play. 2 goals on 41 shots is not enough to get it done. And just like that, the Milwaukee Pioneers are out of the playoffs, year number 1 in the second round. And as you guys can see there, the San Jose Sharks have won the draft lottery. They jumped from 8-1. Big steal there for San Jose. They're going to be getting their hands on Shane Wright. No other noticeable moves there in the draft lottery, so let's go take a look at the awards. So you guys can see there, the New York Islanders have won the Stanley Cup. The Vegas Golden Knights won the President's Trophy, and it was a Chicago versus Islanders Cup final. So we lost to the team that lost to the Stanley Cup winner, so not too bad, but we were looking for a little more success in this year's playoffs. Connor McDavid there with the Art Ross Trophy back-to-back years, and he also won the Hart back-to-back years. Quinn Hughes with the James Norris, Alex DeBrincat with the Lady Byng, Trevor Zegras there wins the Calder Memorial, Matthew Barzal with the Conn Smythe, Marc-Andre Fleury with the Vezina, Semyon Varlamov with the Jennings, Charlie McAvoy with the Masterton, Tapper there for the Wild is the Jack Adams winner, Ryan O'Reilly with another Selke, Connor McDavid with back-to-back Lindsays, and Alex Ovechkin with another Maurice Richard. So here we are at the NHL entry draft. Let's just jump right in. So, the San Jose Sharks picking first overall, they are going to get Shane Wright, high elite playmaking center. Arizona number 2, they're going to draft this Martikainen guy, medium elite playmaker, left winger. Next pick, Seattle, they take Laxo, medium elite two-way forward right wing. Calgary Flames pick up Brad Lambert. Okay. So we are at pick number 21. Let's see who's projected to go. We got this Timofey Zykov guy. He's supposed to go 21st. 50% chance medium elite. He does have an X factor. He's ready in 3 years, so a little bit of time on him still. So after looking at our coach's strategy, it looks like this Zykov guy is only going to be able to fit our 4th line, so I think we'll pass on him. Looking at this guy here, Denton Matejchuk, he's a 50% chance medium elite defenseman. Looking at his scheme fit, he is cycle hold line, which is actually our first pair. So he's got 3-year ETA, similar style to Rob Blake. Looks like a decent defenseman. We're going to take a chance on him. Hopefully he can be medium elite. He's probably going to be medium top 4, but let's take a chance on Matejchuk.
I mean, it's all right.
He is a medium top 4, but he is an offensive defenseman. So he's got 3 years until he'll grow into the NHL. By that time, Torrey Krug might be declining. So it might be a nice little fit there for our first line defenseman. We're looking here at this Norwegian player, Sean Rodney. Has an X factor, center 6'4". He's got a similar style to Mikael Backlund. He's dump, cycle, balance, block, which is exactly what our 4th line is. So this guy could be a nasty little shutdown 4th line center for us. So we're going to take a chance on Sean Rodney here. We're going to draft him in the 2nd round, and he's low top 6. That's not terrible. 63 out of the draft is pretty good, so maybe he can grow into that shutdown 4th liner for us. So we have another guy here that's similar to our last pick, Kyler Hadar here. He's a 50% chance low elite. He is a sniper. He's got the exact same scheme fit as the other guy we drafted, 3 years ETA. Let's take a chance on him. He's probably going to be low top 6 as well, but let's see. And he actually is low elite, which is huge. He's a center 2-way forward, 67 overall low elite. So that's awesome. That's a great pick for the 4th round for us. So we are now at the re-sign phase. As you guys can see there, we have $40 million to work with, so quite a bit of money. First, we're going to start off by offering our brand new draft picks and our old draft pick, actually our 5th overall pick there. We're going to offer them entry-level deals. Now, next up is our goalies. I noticed Pavel Francouz does not want an extension with the Pioneers. 84 overall, 32 years old. It wants 4.3 for 2 more years. We would have to overpay, probably about 4.6, give or take. I think we might let him walk to free agency. We'll take a look at the free agency, see if there's a better goalie to get our hands on. Now, here's where things get interesting. David Perron here, 86 overall, 34 years old. If we take a look at his asking price, it's $6.9 million, so almost $7 million for a 34-year-old that played on our 3rd line. This might be controversial, but I'm gonna let him walk. So Isaac Lundestrom does sign that big 8-year contract for us, which is huge. That's awesome. He's going to be a good piece on our team for years to come. Pierre-Luc Dubois signs his extension. Kotkaniemi signs his. Sharev signs. Roslovic signs as well. John Merrill does not, so we might have to increase the price a little bit for Merrill. Same with Sanford as well. He didn't like the money that we offered him. Same with Brian Rust. Dahlin signs. Studnicka signs. Coronar signs. We got a bunch of rookies that also sign as well, including our 5th overall pick in year 1. So let's go back to contracts and make new offers. So John Merrill accepts that 3 years, $2 million average. Sanford finally accepts a contract from us. We gave him 1.75 for 3 years. Same with Brian Rust. We gave him 2.5 for 3 years. So good locker room guys. Good to keep them around. Let's go to free agency. So here we are in free agency. There's some big names there. Brock Besser, Patrick Laine, Chris Letang, Malkin, Kadri. Some good players there. Let's take a look at the goalies. Marc-Andre Fleury is available, the goalie that beat us in the 2nd round last year. But you take a look, like we could pick up like a Tuukka Rask for $5 million, 89 overall, play him for a year or 2. Jack Campbell 6.2 as 86 overall is not bad as well. So realistically looking at it, Frank Coos was asking for quite a bit at 84 overall. There's some a couple decent goalies here like Darcy Kemper 4.8, not too bad as well. We also definitely have enough defensemen to fill the spots on our team as well. We haven't lost any defensemen yet. We do need a goalie though. A goalie is a big one for us. We have right now $22 million in cap space. We're going to offer Darcy Kemper a deal. We're going to offer him $5 million per year for 3 years, get a decent goalie in there, gives us time to draft or trade for another young guy to grow. Darcy Kemper is going to get an offer. Now let's look at the pieces on the offense. So one of the pieces I'm looking at for our forward core is a guy like Tomas Hertl. He's a center left winger sniper. He's got a couple X factors on him. He's got good defensive play. He's got a good shot. And if we actually take a look at his scout assessment, there's a good chance he fits forward line 1, power play 2, and penalty kill. So jumping from Evgeny Dadonov on that first line to a guy like Tomas Hertl and playing Kotkaniemi with Hertl and Braden Shen would definitely help Kotkaniemi grow. So I think we're going to offer Tomas Hertl a deal. We're going to offer him about $7.75, I think, to join the Milwaukee Pioneers. And as you guys can see there, our goalie for the next few years is signed with us. Darcy Kemper accepts the offer. offer. We're still waiting on Hertl, and Tomas Hertl joins the Milwaukee Pioneers. The train is moving. The boys are jumping on the team. Let's go to the preseason. Let's edit the lines, and let's see where everyone fits. So far, this is our lineup going into year number 2. We have a couple changes to make. Dadonov there on the 4th line. We're probably going to be trading him out. Thomas Hertl takes over his position on line 1. Getting Dadonov 8 points in 4 games. He's absolutely buzzing. So, our forward core is looking like this. Jesperi Kotkaniemi, Tomas Hertl, and Braden Shen, 84, 86, 85, plus 2. Robbie Fabry, Sharon Govich, and Pierre-Luc Dubois, 83, 84, 85, plus 2. Brian Russ, Isaac Lundestrom, Roslovic, 82, 81, 82. And for now, we have Sanford and Goudreau on the 4th line. We need a 4th line center there. On defense, a couple changes. We're moving Torrey Krug down to the 2nd line to play with Sergachev. We're moving Evan Bouchard up to that first pair. So we have Muzzin and Bouchard 86, 83 plus 2. We have Sergachev and Krug 85, 89 plus 1. And Cale Clagg's getting the nod on the 3rd pair there as he fits it perfectly. We got Merrill and Clegg 80, 80 plus 2. Our power play is nothing crazy. It is a plus 2. It's not bad. Our second unit doesn't get any boost. Our penalty kill is a plus 1 and a plus 2, so not bad there as well. And in net, we got 85 overall Darcy Kemper and 84 Dan Vladar to back him up. Unfortunately, the Milwaukee Pioneers were not able to get past the 2nd round in their inaugural season in the NHL. But with that said, we made some big splashes of free agency. We signed players like Tomas Hertl and Darcy Kemper to help bolster that team and get them past the 2nd round this coming year. We still have some moves to make, including players like Evgeny Dadonov, so if you have any suggestions for trades, let me know down below in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that thumbs up button. And also, if you want to see more awesome hockey content, make sure to subscribe as well. Thank you all for watching, and take care.